guys, welcome back. So we came up with an idea, and I don't think we're the first people to do this, so I really can't take credit. I think Church of Satan did it first, because I think they have one already. I said, it's not like there's a theistic Satan camp for people, because we were talking, Asmodeus and I, tonight, and I was grumbling as I was doing my chores, and I said, well, if Christians need to reboot their faith, they go to Bible camp, either as children or adults. And I said, it's not like there's theistic Satanist camp. And he goes, what would that be like? And we started off as a joke, just so I'd calm down and stop grumbling. I said, well, there would have to be chores, because there's always chores at camp. And so I was doing the dishes, so we did that, and we were cleaning up, and I said, you would clean your cabin, so we're treating this kitchen like the cabin. And we're just making a joke out of it. And I said there would be arts and crafts, because I'm starting to get into the idea of going to camp, even though I haven't been in decades. And so we rededicated something to him and gave me practice drawing a sigil because this channel. And I said there would be music time, so we played his N, and we did, the rededication stuff. And I said there would certainly be, since it would be a satanic version, and not the, atheistic Church of Satan one, the theistic kind. I said there would be worship time, so we went into VR and we worked on the temple, and we were laughing hysterically. I thought Satan would be offended, because I figured out if you flipped over the one table, we have one end table, and it has black marble on it anyways. It makes a perfect golden triangle, and I was like, we have unlimited ones of these. Oh, we shouldn't. So we put the upside down star on the one wall, and we were laughing, and Asmodeus gets really into this, so he was really helping me make it look really nice. And then I said, I should add the eyes, because you know how people will put the horns in the eyes and like the beard in. And I said, we can't, add the nose or anything, but we should add the eyes. And the only thing we had that defies gravity were archery targets. Long story short, because Satan refuses to let me take it down, they were all laughing hysterically. We have a satanic still on the temple that has googly eyes. And the best part is, anywhere you go in the room, the eyes follow you. And we were just all laughing hysterically, but we did that. So we had our temple time, we had our reading time, because that's usually a part of camp too. If you go to Girl Scouts, you usually have time to read books or something, or not, or read, your Girl Scout guide. So I read some stuff online. I actually went to Wikipedia and looked up theistic Satanism, and read that, because I'm like, let's go all out. I said you'd have scary story time, so we watched some YouTube, and it was actually a great bonding experience. And we talked about stuff that's bothering me. We talked about tax time. And we talked about, I said, I know I'm getting back into the habit of 49-cent game here, 49-cent game there. And I said, I'm really trying to cut that out. I really don't want to buy games for a while. Free games is fine. 49 cents every once in a while is okay, because I'm not eating junk food, but still I don't want to have a habit that accelerates. So we're really trying to get out of that. And I said, I really need to, reboot the faith working with him, because, you have to grow beyond that idea of you start working with Satan or Lucifer or Baphomet or whoever you pick, and I came, well, what about Pazuzu and Lilith? You're forgetting half your family back here, but you get the idea. Any demon you pick, it's like we've talked about before. They don't put a contract down, have you sign it in blood, and then absolutely overnight you have everything. And we've been working on that. And as Asmodeus told me, it is really a thing about faith. It's a thing about having faith and having time. And he is already in control of which demons I work with and which not. And I already have like 6 or 7, that I can choose to work with. And it's mainly going to be Asmodeus and mainly Mammon, some of the others as well. And he said, it just takes time for this stuff to manifest. He said, you watch those. He has no problem with it, though he's not thrilled with it, because he will just roll his eyes and go, what about all the other people praying for a miracle? I guess they didn't count. But he has his opinions. He's not afraid of sharing them. And, he does have a point. He's like, oh, this person got a miracle, but what about all the other people dying of cancer? I guess they didn't matter. So He's really brass tacks. He's really tell it like it is. He goes, "You resorted to voodoo to help people. Don't bullshit me about how great miraculous this is. You went to the parent Sunday and made a deal." And I'm like, "Yeah, true story. I did actually." He goes, "You already didn't trust this deity to help you. What does that tell you?" So he was going on today. He gets very passionate. He starts getting very excited and gesturing wildly. But we'll do our version of Netflix and chill, I think, in a little bit and watch some of our stuff in VR. And he's just been really good. I found if you find the demon you should work with, and it may not be the one you take a shine to first, they can really help you through that stage because I don't care how much cleansing you think you have done, there's still going to be stuff that has to come out of your system at some point. And Asmodeus realizes that, and he's being our gentleman about it. So is Mammon. Mammon, at least with me, does not have the fun personality, but he's still being warm and as supportive as possible. Which is why tonight, I don't know if I said it. Oh, yeah, I think I vaguely mentioned it. I don't know. I try these videos a bunch of time and it all blurs together. Original Tomb Raider is currently 95 or 97 cents on Steam. Only I kept reading the titles because I check every penny I spend. Mammon has me well trained, and I don't like to buy a game and just have it be a waste. To me, it's like there's no sense owning it just to say I own Tomb Raider. Like I'm not going to buy it just to have it and never play it and enjoy it. And I know I suck at games like this, like platformer action games anyhow. So I'm like, well, it would be really sad for anybody to watch me play it. And then, it came out in 2012 on the PC. They never really fixed it, and I was getting confused because people were saying, well, you download this, then you have to download something else just to make it run, and then after you downloaded those two things, you have to download this other thing, but this thing isn't going to work unless you have a really buff PC, and I'm like, I'm already lost. All that work to make it run? No, I want something I can download from Steam and have it run. I don't want to have to fool with it. So while I wanted a chance to play the original Tomb Raider, I'm like, I don't want to do it. But if you're looking to add to your Tomb Raider collection, the first couple titles I think are all on sale for 99, 97, 95 cents, something like that. So if you've got some extra money, I'm not trying to pressure you guys, just let you be aware because I know a lot of you like to game. And other than that, we're doing pretty good. I wasn't happy about paying taxes today, but as Modius has pointed out, you have to obey the law. Some people say he is the law in a sense. And he's never given me any indication of that, but he's like, you have to obey the law. We can protect you and love you and everything else, but if you intentionally break the law, there's nothing we can do for you. Now, if it would be a case of you just did not have the money to pay the per capita tax, that would be one thing. But if you have the money and you know it, well, you gotta suck it up and not have fun and not go out for anything special and pay your taxes. That's part of being an adult. It's not fun, but it's part of it. So, we're trying to have as much fun as possible and just kind of detox from that and detox from the fact that, still getting spam calls, and that's like really annoying because they like seem to always go off at the exact worst time. But other than that, it's been good. There are always going to be stuff I'm going to need to work on. I think that's a given for any human working, especially with deities that have been demonized. I'm comfortable with the word demon now a lot better than I was before, and I realized as I made the board public for them, I don't know if I said that, but I made the Loving Devils board public. I said, I realize I've actually worked on that board for quite a number of years, so I've been getting the call for quite a number of years. It's just I've been super, super hesitant because you have to get out of that Wiccan mindset. And no offense to Wiccans, but that Wiccan mindset that we are a good, nice, pure people who don't hell truck with Satan and da da da. And it's like you're just told kind of when you come into Wicca, especially if you don't know any better, you're not allowed to believe in Satan. There is no Satan, and all this other stuff. And then as you grow in your practice, you find out what you believe. I've met plenty of Satanists that consider themselves Wiccans too, because they still wouldn't harm you. So it's been interesting, and it was fun because we were putting all these cute cuddly stuff up on there, and there's a Funko Pop for Baphomet. No, not Baphomet, for Asmodeus. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. He's like, you don't need one. So there went that idea, but it was really cute. I didn't know they made one for Asmodeus, but he's in Dungeons and Dragons, so I guess that's where it came from. So I don't know. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.